have you ever really thought about what makes a restaurant successful? I mean, beyond just great food and a nice atmosphere, the secret weapon, the real engine room, is the menu itself. And today, we're going to dive into how AI is completely transforming the modern menu, turning it from just a list of dishes into an incredibly powerful tool for success. Hello and welcome. As an AI expert with years of experience right at the heart of modern hospitality operations, I am absolutely delighted to welcome you to your online learning journey. My goal is to support your professional growth, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this with you. All right, let's talk about the menu. It's so much more than a piece of paper with food and prices on it. It's a strategic document, and when you use it right, it can drive profits, make your whole operation run smoother, and of course, keep your guests coming back. So, ready to see how it all works? Let's jump in.
Okay, so before we can truly grasp just how revolutionary AI is, we've got to take a quick look back at how things used to be done. You know, the traditional way of engineering a menu. It had its strengths, for sure, but it also had some pretty significant blind spots.
So picture the old way, right? You've got managers poring over sales reports, maybe relying on their gut instinct. It was kind of like trying to find your way through a new city with a map someone drew from memory. You might get there eventually, but you're definitely going to miss a few shortcuts. They focused a lot on food cost percentage, which, only tells you what the ingredients cost versus the selling price. But AI is like having a live, real-time GPS. It looks at the true contribution margin. That's the actual profit you make after all the variable costs are accounted for, not just the food. It gives you the full picture, the most efficient route, every single time.
And this, right here, is where AI just changes the entire game. We're not just talking about number crunching anymore. We're talking about seeing the big picture from every possible angle, a level of insight we just couldn't get to before.
So how does it actually do it? Well, AI looks at 4 key dimensions. First up, popularity. Pretty straightforward. How often is a dish ordered? Second, profitability. And remember, that's the true profit it brings in. But then it gets into the really fascinating stuff, preparation time and the overall operational impact. How does this one dish affect the entire flow of the kitchen? Does it cause a bottleneck that backs everything else up? AI figures that.
And it's this continuous, ongoing evaluation that's so powerful. Think about it. You could have a dish that on paper is a massive moneymaker. But what happens on a packed Saturday night? It's so complicated to make that it brings the kitchen to a grinding halt. A simple spreadsheet would never, ever catch that nuance. But an AI system, it sees these hidden choke points in real time. This lets you make incredibly smart, strategic adjustments before they become major problems.
So having all this incredible data is one thing, but what do you do with it? Well, the next step is all about using that insight to build the perfect product mix. It's about gently guiding your guests toward choices that are not just fantastic for them, but also fantastic for your business's bottom line. And this is exactly what we call product mix optimization. Now, this isn't about tricking your guests or limiting their choices, not at all. It's the art of making your best options, for both profit and efficiency, the most appealing ones. It's a true win-win for everyone involved.
So how does AI pull this off? Well, by sifting through just massive amounts of data, it starts to understand exactly how your guests read and interact with your menu. What do their eyes go to first? Which descriptions make people's mouths water? This means you can make tiny, informed tweaks. Maybe you move an item on the page, rephrase a description, or adjust a price point. That can have a huge, positive impact on your sales. But the power of AI doesn't stop with what the guest orders. It also completely changes the game for your back of house, revolutionizing kitchen efficiency and how you handle things like seasonal menu changes. I mean, just look at the difference here. The old way, you'd be scrambling to update the menu when the seasons change. With AI, you're proactive. You anticipate those shifts, which means less waste and fresher, more relevant offerings. And it's the same for the kitchen. Instead of just dealing with bottlenecks, AI identifies those super labor-intensive dishes before they cause a logjam on a busy night.
Now, I want to be really clear about something. This is not about robots taking over the kitchen or replacing the chef. Absolutely not. It's about empowering the human touch. Think of it as a partnership, a collaboration between creativity and commerce.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? AI is the tool that gives you the hard data, the analytical insight to support the incredible creativity of your culinary team. It's about making sure that every single brilliant dish is also a brilliant business decision. So what does this all boil down to? It's this simple, powerful equation. You take the chef's passion and vision,
You add AI's deep data-driven insight, and what you get is the optimal menu. The brand's identity and the culinary vision, they are always front and center. AI is just the secret weapon that helps you execute that vision perfectly.
Okay, so as we start to wrap this up, let's just crystallize what all of this really means for you as you prepare to become the next generation of leaders in this industry. At the end of the day, it's about this. With AI, you can optimize your entire menu mix, you can seriously improve your profit margins, and you can make your whole operation run like a well-oiled machine. And you can do all of that while keeping your guests incredibly happy and making sure your brand's unique identity shines through. It's a seriously powerful combo. Look, this isn't some science fiction idea about the distant future. This is happening right now. AI is fundamentally changing how we approach the very heart of the restaurant. So the real question I want to leave you with is this. As you step into your careers, how are you going to use these amazing tools to design the menu of the future?